And welcome. Good evening here at Geneseo High School tonight. We have the Geneseo Maple Leafs taking on the Sterling Golden Warriors. On behalf of Channel 50, my name is Brad Manier. This is the first time I've done this, and we have Kevin Reed tonight alongside me.
All right, well, congratulations, Brad, your first time here.
You guys must have been pretty desperate for help, and Sterling right out of the gate here to win the tip. One shot miss. Good start by Geneseo, limiting them to one shot.
Brad, the starters for Geneseo, we have Bristol Lewis, Anthony Pierce, number 14, Thomas Henson, number 15, Mason Lovig, and number 23, and then Nathan Van Woestijn, 44. And we'll get Sterling here in just a second as they go on offense. Is that, block by Geneseo. Mason has the ball over there. And then Sterling, number 0, Andre Cavalier. Number 1, Trey Kelly. Was that, or that was number 0, Andre Clavier, right?
Yeah, sure, we'll go with it.
Good. Number 2, John Paul Schilling. 3, Kyle Billings. And 24, Lucas Austin. And scoring for us, Brad, who we have?
Nathan Van Woestijn, good job by Geneseo. Sterling was providing some pressure. We beat it, we attacked it. Good bounce pass to Nathan Van Woestijn down in the post. Sterling coming right back the other way. It's number 3, Kyle Billings for his first 3 of the night. Kevin, I noticed the first 3 Sterling, guy made it in the corner in front of our student section, and his immediate reaction was he wanted to turn to our student section. So looks like we have a little rivalry tonight, Geneseo Sterling, some extra emotions involved maybe.
Yeah, even with the sophomore game and our sophomores fall by about 10 points, same thing. Both sides were back and forth, really aggressive. Sterling coming out shooting a lot of three-pointers. Were they 3 for their 3? Bristol has the ball here to Mason.
Sterling with a little 3/4 2-2-1 press. Looking for tips, deflections. Geneseo looking to attack off their pressure.
Good shot by Van Woestijn. Put a little bit out.
Kevin with these long shots, Sterling's shooting. Long shots mean long rebounds. So we got to make sure we're boxing out, going to attacking the ball at the glass.
Yeah, right now Sterling has 0 people in the inside the three-point line. Looks like they're driving and just kicking.
Billings with the second 3 of the night, so he's getting warmed up here. Awfully chilly night outside. Maybe we have a lot of fans. I should have thought of that before. This is the first time I've done this, hoping maybe not too many people be listening, but with the cold night, I'm guessing a lot of people stayed home and maybe are tuning in to us. Sterling wasting no time. They're heating up from 3 pretty quick here.
Again, travel. Nice move, just took a step. On the season, I do believe Geneseo is 2-3 in the conference, and then 6-7 overall. And then Sterling is 1-4 in conference, and then 8-5. So not too sure who's everyone's played.
Yeah, and I know in our conference, don't let the records fool you. As Sterling shoots another 3. Billingsley again, his 3rd 3 of the night, and he's letting our student section know about it. But we have a very competitive conference this year from top to bottom. With those below 500 records, you're probably thinking, assuming we're towards the bottom of the conference. But that top half of the conference is pretty loaded with the Rock Islands, the Moines, Quincy's, Galesburgs. So still can have some quality basketball here tonight.
So 4 minutes and 40 seconds in the first quarter. Timeout by Geneseo, 2-12. Maple Leafs are trailing. Coach Storm need a quick early timeout. A lot of three-pointers, like you said. I think they're 4 for 4 from the three-point line.
Yeah, I'm guessing if we could have been inside there, Coach Storm's probably emphasizing making sure that we're closing out pretty quick on their shooters, running them off the three-point line, making them attack off the dribble. Make sure we're closing out quick here.
Yep, quarter court pressure there.
Good job of getting it to the middle, then going from there. Now we're in our half-court offense. Sterling falling back in a little 2-3 zone.
get in there.
Bristol looking to be aggressive. I know over the holidays, Kevin, our Maple Leafs, they went 3-1 in their holiday tournament. They lost their first game to a team that went on to play in the championship of the tournament, and Geneseo was able to bounce back and win the next 3 and won the consolation championship. So they should be feeling good, riding some momentum into tonight's game.
Well, right now with the start, very cold start by the Maple Leafs, and like you said, the Sterling Golden Warriors are on fire. Get another three-pointer.
Yep.
Another 5 for 5.
And they've gotten threes from 3 different guys, so it's not the same guy. Sterling coming in as a team pretty hot from three-point land.
I would say, I don't know if you can say, hey, let's see if you can actually shoot a two-pointer and just get up on them. So, but we need to close the gap here.
I like this. We're showing some patience, even though we're kind of dug ourselves an early hole. We're not pressing right now. We're not panicking. We know there's a lot of game left in front of us here to see if we can just chip away one possession at a time.
Vandy Woestein with the ball to Pierce. To Mason. And foul on Sterling, number 24.
Good job by the Maple Leafs there, attacking the glass, getting a couple offensive chances, some second and third opportunities. Now we're going to the line to hopefully add a few more.
Again, if you're watching and you're new, at roughly around 3 minutes, we have a mask break, so the players can take the mask down. I think they can take their mask down. I guess get a little breather. Very interesting.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's very much for the players, but probably for the referees too.
Oh yeah, that's true also.
For those of you that maybe don't know or don't follow, obviously there's a shortage everywhere. Well, the Illinois High School Association, they're having a hard time having enough referees for all these games. By the time you add up all the boys games, girls games throughout the course of the week and on the weekends, a lot of these guys are refereeing multiple nights, 3, 4, 5 times a week, and they're up and down. And looks like we have a pretty fit crew tonight, but if not, if we have some older gentlemen, gives them a chance to kind of catch their breath, get that mask down, pull it away.
Yeah.
Keeping everyone safe and healthy, just like we hope everyone at home is safe and healthy as well.
As a former coach, I wouldn't mind these little breaks. I guess if I had the momentum, maybe I wouldn't mind it. If the momentum's not going my way, I'd love it.
Yeah, that's a good point. They can go either way depending on which side of that momentum you're on.
A little bit more coaching without calling a timeout. I don't think they use a timeout from each side. I don't think so, but.
Right now, I'm guessing Coach Storm was okay with that extra chance to talk or maybe diagram something up, draw something up, maybe switch a defense here possibly. Like we said, to kind of close out on those shooters. Bandy makes the first one at the line, follows it up, goes 2 for 2. Good possession by the Leafs.
Sterling bringing the ball up here.
Kevin, I missed the opportunity. I'm a big college basketball fan, and you know the Bill Raftery with his little man-to-man or zone comment he usually makes early on in the game. Geneseo picking them up a man-to-man, and they finally go inside the three-point arc here, and a fadeaway jumper from the short corner. Sterling can do it all, I guess.
Have they missed yet, Brad?
I don't think so. Off the top of my head,
we started so quick. I can't think if they missed that very first shot or not. I don't think they did.
Anthony Pierce attacking off the dribble here. Gets a soft one off the glass. Good attack by Anthony. Stay aggressive here, Leafs. A lot of game left. Let's see if we can get a couple stops here. Or how about one stop? Let's get one stop. Looks like the Leafs have kind of extended their pressure, have a little bit more urgency of stepping up above that three-point line, and now they hit another mid-range shot. So they came out, hit a lot of threes. They showed a turnaround fadeaway that goes in, and now Sterling's adding a mid-range jumper to their repertoire. I don't think Sterling's got any steals or turnovers off their pressure, but just kind of trying to take us out of our rhythm, take us out of sync, take us out of our half-court sets maybe, kind of disrupting our timing and our flow of the offense.
Yeah, Andrew Cotty, number 11 in for Mason Lovig. Cotty with the ball right now. Back over to Bristol, to Thomas Pierce for a three. Ooh, we need one of those to go in.
Sterling looking to attack here in transition. Why not add some fast breaks to their scoring? Good job, Chiefs. The Leafs hustle back. There we go.
There
we got
we
a
go,
miss.
finally.
Stein goes and gets the rebound. Now Geneseo looking to run. And I notice here we got to stop, and Sterling wasn't doing their pressure. They fell back into a 2-3 zone. So hopefully we can get comfortable with this, get some good looks.
They still have a lot of pressure out there, even though we're struggling to kind of get open shot. Good battle there.
Yeah, good patience by Thomas. Didn't rush it. Made a good post move, ball fake, pivoted. And I like the Leafs went side to side there with the offense. Get that moving side to side. Sterling wasn't in a good position to rebound. We attacked the offensive glass again. Man.
30 seconds, 21-8. Brett, I can't explain it. It's like a shot clock. They got to get like a shot within every 15 minutes. Or 15 seconds. Whew. And they're on fire.
I'm going to show off with my math here a little bit, Kevin. As you know, I'm a 6th grade math teacher. The Sterling Golden Warriors with 21 first quarter points here. They're on pace for a pretty high clip. They're on pace for an 84-point game, which is pretty unusual in high school basketball. So I think the law of averages and percentages, I don't think Sterling's going to shoot as well the rest of the way. Well, I hope not anyway.
Oh, try to be a little bit fancy with that from Sterling.
Good job by Bristol pulling it back. He had 2-3 guys on him, pulled it back, eyes up, moved it forward with the pass. Good look inside.
Get in there. Ooh. Good hustle. In the quarter.
Pretty quick quarter, Kevin. Only one foul, not too many stoppages of play when the ball's going through the hoop a lot for Sterling.
And Sterling's leading the first quarter 21-8. Brad, you want to raid the Channel 50 sponsors for us here?
Yeah, we want to thank our sponsors tonight. We have, thank you, Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Communications, Turpins of Geneseo, Buzzworks Automotive, Geneseo Fitness, Eric Henderson and Jolene Effner of Country Financial, Central Bank, Vandemore Funeral Home, Hammond Henry Hospital, Vorak Pharmacy, Brian Garnett of Garnett Asset Management, and Farmers National Bank. We thank all of our sponsors. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to provide this, and we know there's probably a lot of people maybe battling health issues, not wanting to come out or risk it, so for their health and safety, or maybe we have some family relatives that aren't living in Geneseo and don't want to risk the travel or are too far away to travel on a Friday night, able to tune in and watch our guys, and who knows, we may have some Sterling fans out there too watching it from home.
Yeah, starting the second quarter, again, Geneseo trailing 21-8. Brad, I'd say we just need to somehow slow Sterling down.
Yeah, we need to take them out of their rhythm, kind of like their pressure's taking us out of our rhythm maybe early on here. So we'll see, get out to a good start here. With the new year, resolutions, people maybe setting goals. I'm sure Coach Storm maybe added some goals to their New Year's resolution there in the first quarter timeout.
Yeah, also entering the game here for Geneseo, we have Tate Hager, number 3. Thomas.
There we go, there's a good start.
Thomas Henson right there, number 15.
Good job against that zone. I'm sure Coach Storm was drawing that up at the quarter there against that 2-3 zone. They got to the ball in the middle. When you get to the ball in the middle of the zone, it draws the eyes and the attention of all those defenders, and then a good kick-out pass, the opposite direction, moving that ball side to side, and Thomas got a pretty good look, and he put it down.
Oh, that's travel.
There we go. We got to stop. We got a rebound, looking to push it. Our fans haven't had much to cheer about. A lot of fans probably maybe watched from home tonight with the cold weather and sickness. The gym tonight, a decent crowd for the weather and all things considered, but hopefully we can go on a run here and get our fans excited and get them into this game a little bit.
Number 3, Tate Hager over to Andrew Cotty. Thomas Henson with the ball in the corner. Then we have Bristol Lewis, Tate Hager.
Get in there. I like the idea, though. If Sterling's extended that pressure up above that three-point line, we attacked off the dribble, we draw the defense, and we kick it out. We got a pretty good shot. I think Coach Storm's going to be happy with that shot. And that's what we needed. Number 3, who was on fire that first quarter, got one to rim out. There's a second one to rim out. There we go.
There we go. You said, I like your percentages that you said in the first quarter.
Yeah, they have to come back in our favor, right?
Oh, no way. No. Number 1 from Sterling, I was saying no way because he really baited him into that one. You could see it coming from up here that was going to happen.
Yeah,
right
Tyreek Kelly, he's a senior for Sterling. Maybe he's in some acting classes in Sterling.
Oh, it was a good one.
There was some flop there. Now, a little backstory here, Kevin. I coached football in the fall, and Tyreek Kelly was a super aggressive, physical outside linebacker for Sterling.
Oh, is it?
I don't think he was playing too physical there. I think he was looking for the soft acting job.
If that's the case, he would have filled out.
Yeah. But credit to him, he knows the sport he's playing, the game he's playing, how to play it, and he got the call to go his way. Sterling Golden Warriors extend their pressure. Good job, Leafs attacking off of it. Another good look, just rims out for us, and Sterling gets the rebound, one and done, and they push it the other way.
Yeah, number 2, John Paul Schilling.
Yep, attacking the offensive glass. Don't want to give them multiple chances here. They've been shooting it well enough as it is on their first shot. We don't want to give them a second or third, and they're able to capitalize there on the offensive glass. Good bounce pass. Good job attacking by the Leafs. That's a good look.
Just very interesting. I mean, like I said, Sterling's getting a shot off within, here we go again, see if he shoots, within like 15 seconds. And it's one of those, and score it again, it's one of those that it's like, oh.
We've got a 30-second timeout here by Sterling. Maybe Sterling's just a little bit ahead of the game here. The state of Illinois, they are going to adopt the shot clock here. Being my first broadcast ever and a newbie and as a fill-in guy, maybe didn't do the homework I needed to, but I know down the road they will be adopting a shot clock, and maybe the Sterling Golden Warriors, maybe they're just getting into that flow, that system right away here.
Yeah, score 4:59 left. Geneseo 13, Sterling Golden Warriors 27. Sterling did a quick timeout. Looks like Andre Kavir went out injured with a twisted ankle, it looked like.
Yeah, it looks like he's wanting just to walk it off. Maybe it looked like a trainer went out with them, probably finding some space in the hallway just to be moving up and down. A little hard to do on the side of the gym here. Now that was Sterling. Sterling was going on the run there, and they were the ones that called the timeout.
Yeah.
So I was maybe wondering if they were going to switch something up, but it looks like they're coming back out in their 2-3 zone again. Leafs getting comfortable with it. No one get that ball inside, then look the opposite direction. Good job. I noticed Bristol Lewis, one of our playmakers there, he was put in the middle. If he can get in the middle there, maybe he can look to shoot, attack off the dribble, or make a good pass, and that time he did. He made a good pass. He swung it to the opposite direction. We've got a good late look for Tate Hager. And Sterling comes down and answers.
There we go. Van Oosan should be going to the free throw line.
Again, I like the aggressiveness against Sterling's pressure. Bristol attacked off the dribble. He drew that defense, eyes up to the basket. Van Oosan with a nice cut. Getting the big man around the hoop, that's usually pretty good. Ooh, doesn't get the first one. But that's a pretty good high percentage look when you're getting Nathan around the basket there to either get one to drop or to get to the free throw line here. Good effort by Andrew Cotty there, hoping to get a call, maybe a tip out by Sterling. Not this time. Leafs fall back to man-to-man here.
Getting everybody out of the, just a lot of motion, a lot of just picks and cutting to the basket and a lot of motion.
Another fadeaway jumper for Sterling. First time 24 has gotten a post look for him. He's been out on the perimeter a lot of the night. shows he can play inside and outside. That's his 7th point of the night for numbers 27.
And he's a
excuse me, number 24.
Yeah, he's a sophomore.
Good pass, looking opposite way by Tate Hager. Kicks out to Mason Lovig, a little long.
Well, Brad, we're getting wide open shots. Just can't. Oh, nice move. Whew. I'd be dizzy by the time I did that move on that.
Yeah, put him in the spin cycle. Yeah, you would have been falling down, Kevin. Yeah, at least came out cold here. I know sometimes with holiday tournaments early on in the break, they're busy. I think the Leafs played four games in 4 days, so they're pretty busy there. So I'm wondering if after that tournament, Coach Strom tried to get them off their legs and get them some time off and away from basketball a little bit here. And now kind of that rust is showing up tonight for us, maybe.
And at the 3:12 mark, we have another mass break. Again, Sterling Golden Warriors leading the Leafs here, 33-16.
I'll be honest with you, Kevin. At home, I like that DVR option. Sometimes you can rewind things and watch again. Well, I wish I could rewind that. I think that was number 2 in that spin cycle. Schilling for Sterling. I notice he's their leading scorer. He's averaging about 17.5 points a game, so I'm guessing that's probably a pretty comfortable, pretty confident move for him. Attacking the basket, obviously you can score in bunches if you're averaging 17.5 a game.
Yes, you can. Right now, it looks like number 3, Kyle Billings. Does he have 11?
Yes, you are right. He's the one that came out and he made, I think, 3 threes there in his first 3 shots.
Right now, number 15 for the Leafs, Thomas Henson leading the way for Geneseo with 7.
Nice shot by our pep band up there and the cheerleaders trying to provide a spark for some of our fans.
Officer, I don't know if Coach or Keith Kennett running the camera can get the, I know he's on the game, but the...
Oh, he had a little leg kick there too. He's got it all. I hope he stretched out before that. He can pull a hammy pretty quick doing a move like that.
Back to the game here, 24. He likes that little fadeaway shot.
Yeah, for a sophomore playing varsity, yeah, if you get that first or second shot to go down, you get some confidence. At this level, once you get some confidence, you can start scoring in a hurry.
Ooh. Again, 24 for Sterling is Lucas Austin, headed to the free throw line.
I don't know, Kevin, because it's my first time or I was nervous or what, but man, this first half has been flying. But then I look up, gets the first one to go. There's only been 4 total fouls called in the first half here, so there's not a whole lot of stoppages of plays. This has been moving along pretty quick.
Yeah, both sides, Brad, only have 2 fouls each, so yeah, the game is flying along. It's almost like football where both sides are like running the ball, and without time's not stopping, it's going.
Sterling back after a made basket to their 3/4 2-2-1 pressure.
Yeah, they're just kind of in, looks like a oh, there you go, Hager.
It's his second 3 of the night. Starting to feel a little bit. Good job again by the Leafs moving it side to side against that zone. Try to get out ahead of the defense. Got a good open look for Tate. Buries another one for us. Uh-oh. There he is, number 3, Billings from Sterling. I think he came out and he made his first 3 threes of the night, and now I think he's missed his last 3 threes of the night. I wonder if any of our student section members are letting him know about it. If you remember, he was turning around letting our student section know about it when he was making 3 in a row.
Mason here to Tate. Ooh.
Another good look, though. We got inside out. Playing inside out basketball is a pretty good plan.
Yeah, we're getting great looks. We just can't hit the shot, Brad.
Yeah, Sterling's pressure again. I don't think they're necessarily looking for to turn us over or bad passes, but just again taking us out of our rhythm, and we haven't been able to find one yet. sure Bristol's looking to get going here.
Well, one thing I will tell you, Brad, I was kind of watching their defense. It looks like it's a 2-3 zone, but yet they have a man on Bristol Lewis. So it's kind of sneaky that way when you take a look at it. I saw Bristol kind of cutting through the lane, and they had a person following him. So I thought that was kind of interesting because I thought it was a 2-3 zone here, but also Bristol passed the ball and cut through, and somebody was on him.
Yeah, so I'm guessing the Golden Warriors share maybe extra alert where Bristol Lewis, number 5, is at all time for the Leafs. Like I said, he's coming off that nice winter tournament run. He was named to the all-tournament team, and I believe he's one of our top scorers in the conference, the entire conference, with his scoring. And there's a good look for Bristol. Not able to get it knocked down. Maybe kind of trying to press it a little bit. He hasn't gotten too many looks tonight.
Oh, that should be our basketball. Oh, no! See if he gets any help.
Yeah, I'm with you. Tate, that's great hustle by Tate getting back, and he was the one to initially tip it, but then he tipped it off the Sterling guy as he tried to catch it off the tip. But that referee was trying to hustle back and get in good position as well, but wasn't able to get in a good position to see that call. We're down here in this corner now. Maybe they can see him now. It's Officer Steins here in the bottom right. He was the one helping out the cheerleaders with some pom-pom dances and a leg kick. Looks like he's maybe catching his breath, resting up for maybe that next timeout.
Sterling with the over and back there.
Let's see if the Leafs can just go on a little bit of run here, going into halftime with a little bit of momentum, something to feel good about, something to kind of rally here. We're less than a minute left in the quarter.
Like I said, we have good ball movement, but see how number 2 is running around with Bristol.
Yep, they're trying to keep it out of his hands and not let him get his. They're saying, hey, Geneseo, someone else needs to beat us tonight. And right now, no one quite is. Sterling's, and there's number 2 again. He went back to that spin cycle move again, Kevin. Again, that's number 2 from Sterling, John Paul Schilling. He's a junior, 6 foot, 175-pound junior, averaging 17.5 a game. And I'm not surprised by that. You can tell he has a little bit of an extra gear, some confidence to his game, has a little bit of swagger.
I thought, Andrew Cotty had position there, but again, it was a bam-bam move.
I might be a little biased here. Again, going back to my football coaching, Andrew Cotty was a pretty good defensive back for us. He could kind of do it all. He could cover, he could be physical, he could come up, make tackles. Coach Storm was saying to him, hey, go try to slow that guy down. See if you can kind of lock him up a little bit. And I have no doubt about it that Andrew Cotty was up for the challenge.
About 20 seconds left in the second quarter here. Again, Maple Leafs 19. Get in there, count it.
Good aggressive take by Bristol there. Yeah, Sterling's definitely aware. They obviously have the on-ball defender. And as soon as Bristol made that first move, that first quick step, Sterling was collapsing on him, but just a good aggressive take by Bristol. Got all over the basket. Notice with Bristol, he's put a lot of work in the offseason. He's gotten bigger and stronger, being able to finish shots like that around the rim. I don't think he's a junior now. Bristol played varsity as a freshman, sophomore. Those are some baskets he would not have made as an underclassman, but with the work he's done in the offseason, bigger and stronger, starting to be able to finish those around the rim. I'm sure Bristol would have liked to finish with an and one, but wasn't able to go. Good off-balance shot.
Oh, no, are they counting it too?
Yep, he was inside, but you know what? There's a little bit of a spark for us. At least closes the gap to 14 points, so we can go run into the locker room, kind of feeling good. A little bit of a run there, so let's see if we can capitalize that as we come out of the second half here.
Brad, do you want to read the sponsors again here?
Yeah, definitely. We can't thank these guys enough. We appreciate everything that they do for the TV50 broadcast. Again, tonight, our sponsors for the TV50 broadcast are, in no order, Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Communications, Turpins of Geneseo, Buzzworks Automotive, Geneseo Fitness, Eric Henderson and Jolene Effner of Country Financial, Central Bank, Vandemore Funeral Home, Ham and Henry Hospital, Borac Pharmacy, Brian Garnett of Garnett Asset Management, and Farmers National Bank. Again, we thank you so much. And welcome back to the Channel 50 TV 50 broadcast here in Geneseo. We have the Sterling Golden Warriors visiting the Geneseo Maple Leafs tonight. Again, I'm Brad Benier with Kevin Reed. We have coaches walking out at 30 seconds left on the clock, and the refs wanted to play ball. Will Lewis did. A couple quick observations, Kevin. I noticed Sterling, they were pretty quick out of halftime. They were out here shooting around quite a bit. They were pretty pleased with that first half. Whereas the Maple Leafs, they were just getting out here just in time, I'm sure, going over some things, changing some things up, trying to get a different plan of attack here as the Leafs trail by 15. For those of you that left right before the half, the Leafs were 14, but they changed that. Bristol Lewis, they initially gave it a 3 on the scoreboard, but it was a 2-point shot. And the Golden Warriors start the second half like they did the beginning of the game here, red hot. They hit a 3 from the corner. That's about the last thing the Leafs wanted as they ended that half on a little bit of a run. We're hoping to kind of capitalize maybe on that momentum. Turned into a quick 3-point basket by Sterling, a turnover by Geneseo, and a quick basket by Sterling out of the half is not what Coach Storm drew up.
Yeah, Brad, coming out like a quick 5 points here. Again, the second half starters for Geneseo with Anthony Pierce with the ball right now. Mason Lovick, 23, who has the ball right here. Hopefully everybody will touch it as I say their name. Bristol Lewis, Thomas Henson, and Thomas Henson gets the ball stolen. And then again, Nathan Van Woestijn, number 44.
There we go, got Sterling miss. Long shot means a long rebound. Long loose ball goes to Sterling.
You know, this second half, Sterling hasn't changed anything, Brad. You know, they are firing within, you know, I would say every 10, 15 seconds, you know, down the court. It's like 1 or 2 passes and then they're firing.
Yep, and their coach is clapping a lot. He's applauding them. He's pretty pleased tonight. They're pretty quick, aggressive, looking at good looks. Looking to get good looks, and they've got a couple offense rebounds to extend their possessions as well. But yeah, Sterling's definitely on the attack tonight. I did notice the Leafs were playing a little bit 2-3 zone, so that was a switch, a change up at half.
Again, Sterling with the 2-3, and again, like I said, kind of have somebody on Bristol Lewis, number 5, as he cuts around. You know, see, then they kind of go out of the 2-3. So, again, we need somebody from Geneseo to really step up and hit a shot or hit several shots.
And Coach Storm wasn't feeling any rhythm to that offense there, so he takes a quick 30-second timeout. Maybe an adjustment off of their halftime adjustment that they drew up, where it looks like he's going to the dry erase board pretty quick here to give a different look or a different plan of attack.
Yeah, I think they wanted to see something, and it's really tough, especially for your game plan. You really don't want to change too much stuff that you haven't practiced or anything like that. But again, with 5:37 to go, Maple Leafs trailing 43-23, so maybe they are trying to do different things, you know, at halftime.
Yeah, that's a good point here, and I think all the fans are coming out in that timeout. We think the student section over there looks like they have a construction zone theme tonight. Got a lot of neon orange and high-vis vests going on, so hopefully the Leafs in that timeout were kind of constructing a plan that will work here to get some points on the board and some defensive stops.
Yeah, it looks like maybe coming out of the timeout, running Bristol off of several screens. There you go.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. Along the baseline, two screens for him. Got the ball. The shot wasn't there, but Bristol stayed aggressive, took his man off the dribble, was able to finish in the paint. Good aggressive take. Leafs cut it to 18, but now we got to string some stops here. Good active hands by Anthony, yep. Coach Storm up off the bench, clapping, cheering, applauding the guys on, saying, good job, let's go, let's go.
Again, we just need a couple of stops. I know we're down by a lot, but they're moving the ball around so quickly and fast. And
yeah, we haven't been able to put any stress on Sterling. It would have been nice if we could have scored a couple baskets there, maybe stopped them a couple times just to start making Sterling feel a little bit uncomfortable, but Sterling's been comfortable tonight from the get-go. Sterling with their three-quarter pressure, they are looking to be a little bit more aggressive, and they are getting some tips and steals and some quick, easy runouts. Luce did a better job handling it in the first half, but he's gotten a little bit sloppy here in the second half coming out of the break. Good patience by Van der Woestijn, good pivot to balance, going to line for two.
And Brad, like you said in the first half, not too many fouls. Sterling only had 4 fouls in the first half, so they're not, hacking or anything like that. So.
Yeah, Kevin, we made the comment early on that Sterling was pretty content to shoot three-point shots, and why wouldn't you be when they were falling at the clip that they were? And when the game's played out around the perimeter, it's not putting a whole lot of stress on the referees to have to make a call. They didn't really have to be blowing that whistle, so it was a pretty smooth first half. But hopefully the Leafs stay on the attack here in the second half, stay aggressive, make those referees work a little bit, make some calls.
Again, Sterling coming down, just the all spread with a couple picks here and there, and then they just shoot it.
Yep, got another mid-range shot. Yeah, so Sterling has shown all night tonight that they can hit the three, they can hit the mid-range. They've shown the turnaround, fadeaways from the post. They've scored in transition and off the dribble and making the extra pass. I'm sure the Sterling coaches are pretty pleased with their effort tonight. Sterling with a pretty balanced attack. They have a leading score at 15 points, 14 points, along with contributions of 9, 7, and 4 from the 5 guys out on the floor right now. So it's not like one guy is carrying the load. Good take by Thomas Henson. Vandy with a good effort to crash the glass, but not able to get the tip in to go. And Sterling stays right hot on their end.
I just can't explain it, Brad. Every time something doesn't go our way on their end, then it goes on Sterling's end. So I don't know how to change this.
Yeah, it just might have to be one of those nights, Kevin, where the game gets over, they're going to have to flush it, erase it. I'm not sure when we play next, but I'm sure this will be one that we'll maybe want to move on from quickly. But there's still a lot of time, so regardless of how the outcome ends up, we still want to kind of get back in the flow, feeling good about themselves, and try to get something to build off moving forward here. Van der Woestijn with the green, yep. There's those football boys. Nathan Van der Woestijn with being an offensive tackle and defensive lineman for Leafs. He'll be playing football next year, continuing his athletic career at Drake. And then, as I mentioned, number 1, Tyree Kelly from Sterling. He was an all-conference outside linebacker for the Sterling Golden Warriors. So those two weren't shy from banging around a little bit.
Going into our mass break, again, Leafs at 2:56. Maple Leafs are down 52-25 to the Sterling Golden Warriors.
I was hoping to see some more moves from our officer over there, Officer Steins, but maybe he did pull that hamstring we talked about earlier with that little leg kick, or maybe he's just saving up for the fourth quarter here. We'll have to maybe give him a shout out, call out.
Yeah, like you said, Brad, with this mask break, Coach Storm over there with the whiteboard trying to go through some things. And biggest thing is just trying, like you said, chip away, try to figure some things out, try to see how you can kind of get the momentum more going your way.
Yeah, right. And Kevin, being here as a 7th grade basketball coach, I've been in situations before where, okay, if you look up at the score, you look up at the time left, our players aren't dumb. As 15, 16, 17-year-old kids, they know that being down 27 points right now with not much time left, they know that the result's probably going to be a loss here, but I'm sure Coach Storm maybe challenge him with, okay, we're not going to get the W on the scoreboard tonight, but maybe what's something else we can try to get a W at? Maybe he has a certain goal that they want to keep Sterling under by the fourth quarter, or we're at 25 points right now, so maybe he gave them the goal of, hey, let's see if we can get to 30 points before the fourth quarter, or hey, let's see if we can run this set play that's maybe we've just added as a new wrinkle or something like that. So my money's on Coach Storm gave them some kind of goal to be working towards here in the remaining part of the third and fourth quarters.
Yeah, and like I said, the Maple Leafs are doing a great job of passing the ball. Just we can't get in there. Yes.
There we go.
Bristol from the 3-point line.
So there we go. Let's end it on a good point here. And I think when the Leafs do go back and watch this, they're going to realize that this game could have been a lot closer than what the scoreboard says. If they could have got maybe some of our shots to drop early that were good open looks. And then, like we said, Sterling shot at a pretty high clip that teams just don't do that night in and night out. But it happened to be Sterling's night tonight, and maybe the next time it isn't. There's that sophomore again from the top of the key. Gets one to go long. Andrew Cotty with the defensive rebound. Bristol Lewis bringing it up, leading all our scorers tonight. He has 9 points, looking to maybe add to his total. Getting into the big man in the short corner. Andrew Cotty trying to attack the glass. He's not giving up.
Yeah, Sterling with the ball here. Coming down.
I know a few minutes ago we were just alluding to maybe Coach Storm maybe had some different goals. I guarantee that the Sterling coach, he knows that this is probably, they're going to walk out of here with the win tonight, and so do his players. I'm sure he gave his team some kind of challenge of maybe a certain number or something. As at this level, it's not all about wins and losses, but maybe there's some kind of other lesson that they're trying to teach tonight, get their players to buy into.
Again, Maple Leafs with the ball. Anthony Pierce with the three, a little bit off.
And there's Schilling again. Sterling's leading scorer at 17 half a game. That puts him at 11 for the night. Good attack
pass,
by Anthony
yeah.
against their pressure. Good pass, good left-handed finish by Nathan Van der Woestijn.
Oh, Brad.
Sterling's like that corner pocket that first half. That corner pocket right in front of our student section, and now tonight, or sorry, in the second half at the opposite end, they like that other corner. Cotty with the skip pass gets deflected. Sterling gambles, doesn't get it. Leafs look to attack, but Sterling recovers. Anthony Pierce attacks off the dribble, doesn't get it to go. And Sterling looking to come back this other way. They're staying aggressive. They're standing on the attack mode, which is no surprise. They've been aggressive all night, like you said, shooting early and often in the, I was going to say shot clock, but there's no shot clock. But yeah, they're staying aggressive.
Well, as I hate to tell you this, Brad, but I was going to say if Lucas Austin would have made those, at least made a couple of these, it'd be about 60. That means they'd have to make about 20 to come up to your average. So your first quarter little math lesson that you gave us was.
Right, I told you, the law of averages and percentages that they wouldn't stay on pace.
I think they did, but.
Number 24 exits the game after the free throw. He's at 15 points for the evening. I'm not sure if these Sterling Golden Warriors starters, if they'll be done for the night, or if their coach will look to get them back in for a little bit more run in the fourth quarter. That'll be something we can keep an eye on.
Get in
as
there,
the Leafs,
oh.
His time was winding down, not able to get a good shot off.
Yeah, end of the third quarter, Maple Leafs 30, Sterling Golden Warriors at 58. Brad, you want to do the sponsors again one more time?
Yep, I'd be happy to. Again, this TV broadcast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Communications, Turpins of Geneseo, Buzzworks Automotive, Geneseo Fitness, Eric Henderson and Jolene Effner of Country Financial, Central Bank, Vandemore Funeral Home, Hammond Henry Hospital, Vorak Pharmacy, Brian Garnett of Garnett Asset Management, and Farmers National Bank. Thank you so much for sponsoring our TV 50 broadcast.
Yeah, this Friday night, Brad, I like Friday nights. During basketball season, we got, a lot of, even though it's cold out, we still got quite a few fans here. The band, cheerleaders, both teams have cheerleaders. Yep,
a lot of parents, a lot of fans, students from both teams coming out supporting tonight, so that's good to see. Especially after missing so much of these competitions last year COVID. Good to see fans out and at it again.
Yeah, as we start the fourth quarter, really quick for the Maple Leafs, we have Tate Hager out there, Bristol Lewis, Nathan Van de Woestijn, Mason Lovig, and with the ball, we have Andrew Cuddy.
Good little give and go there by Cuddy and Tate Hager. Not able to get a good look. There's another one. Good give and go. Good pass by Mason down to Nathan Van de Woestijn, and Mason Lovig gets it back for a nice layup. Nice no-look pass by number 2. Again, you can just tell that guy's a player. Obviously, at 17.5 points a game, he knows how to put it in the basket, but just a savvy player. He's made some good spin moves tonight. He's made some no-look passes. Good job by the Leafs continuing their effort. Kevin, I was going to point out there at the quarter, sometimes you don't even have to look at the scoreboard, but you can just kind of look at the body language and the demeanor of the player. There at the end of the third quarter, the Sterling bench was kind of running out high-fiving. You can tell feeling pretty good about themselves. They had definitely energy on their bench, whereas the Maple Leafs are kind of struggling to get through, but it's good to see them come out of the quarter here, attacking the basket, continuing to play hard.
Yeah, it was very interesting. I think, like you said, is what is it, 36 seconds? I thought he was putting the subs in, and now all of a sudden the starters went back in. So I don't know what just happened there for Sterling, but
Nathan Van de Woestijn extends his point total up to 8 points. Geneseo trying to extend some pressure. Probably from a Coach Storm perspective, the pressure isn't to come back and win this game, but maybe just to work on something in future games moving forward. And did not catch Sterling off guard as they attacked it pretty quickly, pretty aggressively, and got a layup. Maple Leafs extending their pressure. They're not in that man-to-man anymore. And there's that Schilling again, attacking off the dribble, making a good ball fake pass, and then finishes it. Again, that player just got some savvy to him. He said 17.5 was his average. Kevin, I think that bucket just put him at 15. Tyreek Kelly keeping the ball alive, tips it to himself, gets a defensive rebound. And Sterling looking to attack, go the other way.
Brad, that's the other thing tonight. Not too many turnovers. I would, even both teams, not too many turnovers.
Yeah, we've kind of talked a couple times. Sterling kind of had that pressure, but it wasn't a, hey, we want to turn you over kind of pressure. It was just, we want to take you out of your rhythm, and they were definitely able to do that.
Yeah. And that's even with the Maple Leafs, they most are not really turnovers, just missed shots, and so again we make our buckets.
And there's a good example,
yeah.
Just not able to get one to drop. Good ball movement by the Leafs, good passing and cutting. Got a good look, got a foul, and Andrew Cuddy's going to the line for 2. Well, Kevin, I know you're a sports fan, and there's been a lot of attention to John Madden passing away, being the announcer that he is. We'll have to work with Mr. Kennett here to see if we can get some diagramming, that yellow circling and drawing some things up here to these telecasts moving forward.
I'm sure Keith will maybe try to figure something out if we truly. Ooh.
Looks like the referees call a violation on the shooter. So Andrew Cuddy, maybe that tiptoe stepped over the line before. The rest of the players are on the lane. As soon as the ball is released, they can step in the lane, but as a shooter, you have to wait till it makes contact with the rim before you can step across. So maybe Andrew, except I'm not sure if I quite saw it, but again, we don't get that DVR feature here, Kevin. We're not able to rewind and second guess the official, which is probably pretty fair, as they don't get the rewind it and second guess it either.
I think you're asking for a lot here, Brad. Going, you want to.
Like I said, I'm just a film tonight. This is the first time, maybe the last, so I'm gonna get my thoughts and ideas in now while I can. Was happy to see the Maple Leafs at the defensive end. Mason Lovig was extending his pressure. He got the turnover. Leafs come down and they get a bucket, get it in down to the big man, Nathan Van de Woestijn, with his 10th point of the night. That's a good advantage by us down there and recognizing that and getting a good look, something Coach Storm will be happy with.
Tate Hager, excuse me. Tipped the ball out and looks like Sterling calling a timeout.
Yeah, like we said, I'm pretty sure neither coach is really looking or caring too much about the scoreboard right now. They're worried about teaching, coaching, moving forward, maybe working on something for an upcoming game, an upcoming opponent. That was a timeout by Sterling, so maybe they have a player in there that maybe doesn't score too often or doesn't get involved. Maybe they're going to try to get them involved, give them a chance, an opportunity. Coach Storm doesn't look like he's using the dry erase board, but now he's going back to it. So when there's no dry erase board, it's usually like an effort kind of talk, speech.
Yeah.
And then when that dry erase board's involved, it's to maybe change something up or to reinforce something that's been gone over before, but just to give those guys another visual of what coach's expectation is.
Leading, take a look at the scoring column. Tate Hagar with 6 points. Bristol Lewis has 9. Anthony Cotty with 1. And then Mason Lovig with 2 right now, and then Nathan Van Woestein with 10, who's on the court right now.
Andrew Cotty there on his closeout, number 3. He's hit multiple threes tonight, so Andrew had some urgency of making sure to close out. Closed up maybe a little bit too quick, a little bit out of control. Number 3 recognized. Able to make an aggressive move and got to the basket.
Yeah, and that's number 3, Kyle Billings from Sterling. He has, is it 15? It's hard to see from this.
Yeah, 15. And I want to say 9 of those were about in that first minute or two there, the first quarter. He came out on fire. Kind of cooled off, but whenever you come out and hit 3 threes right away, you're a threat the rest of the game regardless. Looks like we have some Geneseo players taking maybe that warm-up jersey shirt off, that shooting shirt off, looking to get some action in. Those guys work hard and practice hard too. They're going to get an opportunity coming up. Tate Hager, another 3 from the wing. Nice shot by Tate. That puts him at 9 points on the evening. Mason Lovig with nice ball pressure. Andrew Cotty coming off the hill. Good rebound by number 33 off the bench for the first time. That's Zach Roque.
I don't know how he snuck into the game without me seeing that.
Tate Hager back to back. No, doesn't go for him.
Again, with about 4:15 left, 63-40, Sterling Golden Warriors. Looks like Sterling has emptied their bench, so they do have subs in, and I think Coach Storm's talking about getting our subs in also.
Yeah, he asked for a timeout here, but just more of a substitution timeout. He doesn't say, hey, I don't need the huddle here, but can we just stop the play to get some of these other guys in? So we have number 20, Max Biddle, coming in for the Leafs. Number 24, Easton Smith coming in for the Leafs. And number 22, Jacob Harris. I missed my opportunity there, Kevin. Mason Lovig was applying some good ball pressure there. And in the program here, I noticed that the Chicago Bulls are his favorite team. Being a sports fan, the Chicago Bulls being the #1 team in the East right now. They're a fun team to follow. And as an Illinois fan, I'll give a special shout out to Ayo Dosunmu, the Illinois Fighting Illini. He had his jersey hung in the rafters last night for the Illini for being an All-American. Jacob Harris playing some defense there to Tate Hager. You can tell the Sterling Golden Warriors have some subs in here. Number 13 with an aggressive take off the dribble. Good rebound by Zach Roque again.
Yeah, the shots are not going quite as up as fast as,
Easton Smith rims in and out. Student section was standing there. They were rising. They were out of their seats. They wanted that one to go down for Easton.
Kind of shutted his player and took the 3. And it was pretty good back. Another 3.
Ooh,
See that? It's that kind of night. Both those are in and out.
Yeah, Sterling seems like they're getting all theirs to drop, and the Maple Leafs, they're just finding a way to rim out. The referee at half court there was nodding, saying, yeah, I saw that, and it didn't go over, so he was on top of it. Good job by our officiating crew tonight. We're kind of getting a little helter-skelter here, but that's all right. The fans like it. We have the coaches pinned out on the floor. Good diagonal pass by Biddle. Just out of reach for Tate Hager. That's a good look by Max, though. Good court vision.
Another sub going in for Sterling here. Brandon Hartman.
Good rebound by Tate Hager, and we're going the other way. Good aggressive take by Tate. Gets a kick out. Zach attacks off the dribble. Another look by Easton. A little long.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I guess, Brad, I didn't notice, 40 to 65. I don't think Sterling got to 30, did they?
I think you're right. I don't think they did.
I don't think it's a running clock, but the clock sure is moving.
Yep, it's moving quick all night, just like a quick ball movement there. We got a good look. Didn't get to go. Backside help by Sterling with the block shot. Much to the pleasure of the Sterling bench. That's always good to see, Kevin, when some subs are in the game and maybe don't get as much game action as some of the other players. It's good to see their teammates that maybe do play more, that they're just involved and interested in the game for their teammates as those substitutes are when they're out there on the floor.
Yeah, 52 seconds here. What do you think, Brad? Your first time here announcing. Hopefully I can get you back. Hopefully we can't. Hopefully it was just Sterling tonight. Looked like it was cold outside and we were cold here shooting wise, but Sterling was, I don't know if they came on a warm bus or what's going on, but they're on fire tonight.
Yeah, you know, the typical high school student section kind of taunting is to warm up the bus, right? Well, I think our student section should be chanting to everybody to warm up your car, start the electric or remote start. The buses, whether you're a winner or loser or not, I think everyone's going to want a warm car ride home.
So, any final thoughts for your 30 seconds here?
No, I appreciate the invitation. I had a lot of fun doing this. Sterling puts up another three. I'm sure our Maple Leafs will look forward to get back in the gym, looking forward to bouncing back from this, and I think they're just going to have to put it away and erase it pretty quick here. We've alluded to it a couple of times. Shots weren't falling for the Leafs, and they were for the Golden Warriors, and that's the way it goes sometimes.
All right. Good. You want to take us out, Brad?
Yeah, we just want to say thank you for tuning in. We hope everyone's safe and well. Hope everyone had a happy holiday season, a happy new year, and until next time.
Well, thanks, Brad, and thanks, Keith.